Have you ever felt guilty for drifting away from people who once mattered to you? Like something's wrong with you for needing distance. Like you're cold, ungrateful, changed in the wrong way. But what if the opposite is true? What if cutting off old friends is actually a sign of emotional intelligence most people never talk about? Psychology shows this rarely happens impulsively. It happens after long, quiet mental calculation. And the final sign is the one almost nobody recognizes. Stay till the end. 1. Your identity evolved faster than your circle. You start feeling strange around people who once felt like home. Not because they changed, because you did. Psychologists call this identity realignment. As values, goals, and self-image evolve, the brain naturally seeks environments that match the new version of the self. Old friendships often reflect earlier survival stages, confusion stages, growth through chaos stages, and staying in them can feel like being pulled backward into someone you no longer are. Like the friend group that still jokes about the reckless version of you while you're quietly building discipline, stability, and self-respect. Cutting distance isn't rejection, it's self-consistency, and that's emotional maturity. And this next one explains why the exhaustion crept in first. 2. The emotional labor became one-sided. You noticed you were always the listener, always the supporter, always the one adjusting. Psychology shows relationships don't usually end from one big argument. They end from emotional imbalance. When effort isn't reciprocated, the brain slowly stops registering the relationship as connection and starts registering it as cost. Like the friend who only calls when they're struggling, but disappears when you need support. At first you understand, then you adapt, then you get tired. Distance starts to feel like relief, and that relief isn't coldness, it's your nervous system recovering. But here's what most people don't realize. 3. You stopped explaining yourself before you stopped talking. One of the strongest predictors of a cutoff is silence before separation. You stop correcting misunderstandings. Stop defending your choices. Stop trying to be seen. Psychology calls this emotional withdrawal, not apathy. When someone feels repeatedly misunderstood, the brain conserves energy by disengaging internally long before disengaging externally. Like when you realize explaining yourself only creates more friction, not understanding. And when someone cuts off after that phase, it's not sudden, it's overdue. And this next one goes deeper than most people think. 4. You outgrew the role you were assigned. Old friendships often lock people into identities. The funny one, the weak one, the reckless one, the quiet one. Psychology shows that when someone evolves beyond that role, resistance from others can feel suffocating. Not malicious, just unconscious. Like when people still treat you like your lowest version even though you've rebuilt yourself completely. Cutting off isn't about disliking them. It's about refusing to shrink to stay familiar. And now the one almost nobody recognizes. 5. You accepted that closure doesn't always come from conversation. One of the hardest emotional shifts is realizing that not every ending needs explanation. Some people won't understand, no matter how clearly it's explained. Psychology shows emotionally mature minds stop chasing validation from those who can't meet them emotionally. They choose peace over performance, boundaries over arguments, distance over dysfunction, like quietly stepping away instead of reopening wounds that never healed the first time. Cutting off old friends doesn't mean you're cold. It often means you finally chose coherence over chaos. Some connections are meant to last forever. Others are meant to shape you, then release you. And the healthiest minds know when holding on costs more than letting go. If this felt personal, you're not alone. And if this described you, subscribe.